Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm doing a play and review of Wispwood, which is a competitive tile placement polyomino game with a solo mode, and disclaimer that I got a review copy of this one. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also listen to our weekly podcast for reviews and design discussions, or join the conversation and say hi on our Discord. So like I said, Wispwood is a combination of a polyomino and tile placement game. What's going to happen on most turns is you will pick one of these tiles in different colors, and then you will pick one of the two shapes adjacent to that tile, and you have to place them in your grid adjacent to other tiles, and the single tile has to be one of the tiles in that shape. So for example, if I picked this corner for this pumpkin, I would take two other random tiles from the supply and have them on their tree side, and I would make that corner shape. I can rotate it, I can flip it however I want, but the pumpkin has to be one of the three tiles in that shape. And the game is played over 3 rounds. You start out with just your cute little cat here sitting on top of a tree, and you'll be adding in more tiles and more trees. In the first round, you can only build your grid to be 4x4 at max. In the second round, it can be 5x5, and in the third round, it can be 6x6. And at the end of each round, all the trees you've placed will go away, but the face-up tiles will stay and will potentially score for you again and again if you can make them work out. And that scoring is determined by a bunch of different cards, one for each type of tile and also for your trees in general. Also, the shape adjacencies themselves are randomized. These are 4 pieces that you put together, so which shapes go next to each other is going to be somewhat different each game. You can also, before you take your turn, flip your cat over to where they are hiding in a tree stump, which I just love, by the way. There's a little 3D element because you fold the tile over with one of those little double-sided tape things that a lot of games are using now. But yeah, you can flip your cat over to either clear away all of the tiles and draw new ones, so you have different options, or for whichever tile you pick, you can pick any of the shapes, ignoring the two that are actually next to it. Now, once your cat is hidden, you can only get them back to their regular side by taking what's called a tree turn. When you take a tree turn, you get to take up to 3 tiles just for their tree side and use them to fill in gaps in your shapes and that kind of stuff. Now, how does the bot work? They replace one of the tiles in the board. You'll see that I put them here, and you randomly assign the 4 tile types to their scoring values here. So in this game, witches and jacks are worth more, and hearts and orbs are worth less. And I'm playing at difficulty level 3, by the way. Each of these shapes has a different one on the back. So like if it was level 4, then they'd score more for the 2 bottom shapes. A pretty simple way to make a higher and lower difficulty. And what's going to happen on their turn, and they take the first turn, is they're going to flip up a random Firefly token. They start out with 4 in round 1, 6 in round 2, and all 8 in round 3. And the token will have a number 1 through 4, and they will look ahead and get the highest value tile they can, preferring ones that are nearer to them if it's tied. So like right now, if they flipped a 4, they could get to an orb or a jack, or another orb or another jack, and here jacks are worth more than orbs, and they would prefer the jack that was closer to them. They just grab it and put it in their supply. That's 7 victory points for them. And it's not just 7 victory points this round, it's 7 victory points every round, because just like us, they keep all of their tiles. So yeah, maybe, I mean, I beat level 1 pretty easily last time, but level 3 is maybe a little too high. We'll see how it goes. Let's see what else. You almost know all the rules for the game. You can also get rid of all the tiles and redraw at the beginning of your turn if all the tiles are of the same type. So like if nothing was left except witches, then I could redraw all of them without having to hide my cat. And that's really about it. Let's look at our scoring cards and then jump right in. Okay, so first for our tree scoring, we've got tree in a row. And if you see that 1 paw in the upper right, that means that this is a simpler card that's recommended for your first few games. I didn't pay attention to that. I've got easier and harder cards in this game. But yeah, so this one, I get 2 victory points for each row and each column with at least 3 trees in it. Really, this is a pretty straightforward one I've played in the past. It's kind of hard not to score with this one. Next is jacks, and jack cards pretty much always care about other jacks. That's kind of the key thing for them. And this one's pretty important because since the bot is getting 7 victory points for each jack, I kind of want to grab them before they can. So this one is Oh My Gourd. It's level 2. It says count groups of wisps containing at least 1 jack. So you can see groups are things that are not connected to each other here. And wisps, by the way, those are face-up tiles, so not trees. And at the bottom, if I have 1 group, it'd be worth 4, 2 groups 9, 3 groups 15, 4 groups 22, 5 groups, you get the idea. So in this example, they've got 3 groups that have jacks in them. That L group in the upper left has 2 jacks, which doesn't change the value at all. So that's worth 15. So pretty straightforward. I just want to keep the jacks kind of far away from each other, and it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, next one that is best for me to grab because it's worth the most points to the AI is Feline of Light. Witch Hat cards always care about where your cat is when you initially place them. Now, afterwards, you can move your cat around. At the end of each round, you'll get the chance to move your cat if you want to. But when you place the green witch wisp, it has to go wherever the card says. So in this case, I have to place witches in a row or column that is the same row or column as my cat. And every 3 I get is worth 18, so that's 6 each. If I get 2, it's 10. If I get 1, it's 4. So if I have like 4 of them, it'd be 18 for the first set of 3, then another 4 for the 1. So they go from 4 to 5 to 6, basically, for each hat that I get. Okay, next for my orb one, these ones care about other tiles, other wisps. And this one is Sign of Light. It says each of my orbs is worth 2 for each type of wisp in either its row or its column, including itself. So having more types will make it worth more points. And finally, the heart ones care about trees. So Sliver of Hope says each heart is worth 2 points for every tree in one of its diagonals, not both. But one diagonal going both directions, so it's kind of confusing. You'll see in this example that they have here, there are trees to the upper left and to the bottom right. That's still one full diagonal, but it doesn't count upper right and bottom left. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. And I got to choose the cat starting position. They had a witch hat right here, so I put them over it to get it out of the way, and I try to put them as far from those witch hats as I could so that hopefully I can grab at least one of them before they do. All right, so their initial thing is a 2. They can get to the jack, and they will, because it's worth the most of them. Gosh darn it. Okay, so I guess I'll get that witch that is farther away. They do ignore empty spaces when they count, by the way. So I can get, usually I want to get the bigger pieces because they're going to fill my board faster, because the round either ends when they run out of Firefly tokens, and then I get one more turn, or the second I fill my full grid, in this case 4x4, I skip their turn, which means they get fewer points. That's very important to try to do. And you also get 2 victory points, and then 4 victory points, and then 6 victory points in round 1, 2, and 3, respectively, for fully filling your grid. So another reason to go for bigger when you can. See, I'll go for the Tetris T piece here for the witch. And the piece has to align with my cat in some way, and the witch's hat has to be part of it, but I can rotate and flip it however I like. And because of Feline of Light, it has to be in the same row or column as my cat. I don't know. We can just do... Right, we want to have 3 trees in each area. What's going to actually... I guess something like this would maybe be best for actually filling my area. And you can go in whatever direction you want, but once you lock yourself in, so like if I go here or here for my 4th row, then I can't go any further in those directions. But yeah, that seems like it'll be pretty easy to fill in. All right, and now the AI is doing a 3. Gosh darn it, so they get to the other witch hat. It's a lot of points for them. Okay, so I really want to get the jack, then they'll get a really low value thing, and then I can clear for free. So... I guess I can do another one of these. And remember, the jacks just want to be in groups of wisps with not jacks. Not too hard to do. Now, I could actually do the long 4 line. Should I maybe do that? Sure, why not? I think that'll make things easier to fill in. So here, I'll go here and define the bottom area of my rows. And I'm putting the jack there because, first of all, he's off in a corner, so it's not going to be easy for him to be part of other groups. But also, now I've got 3 trees locked in here and 3 trees locked in here. For that tree in a row 2-point bonus thing. Okay, now the butt. Gosh darn it. Because 4, how do you get a friggin' 4? Because 4 is more than the number of wisps that are left, he does the thing that I was about to do and discards all the wisps and gets a whole new allotment, and then he's going to get to move forward with them, so hopefully that's good. That one's fine. Oh, come on, one more blue or red. Gosh darn it. Now he's going to get a witch hat. All right, so it goes. Yeah, nothing too exciting for me either, so we will jump all the way over here. So I want to get that jack-o'-lantern, which, yeah, is easy enough. I'll get it with the T shape, and I want to get it far away from the other one, right? So that they're not going to be in the same group. So we'll go bloop, bloop. That gets 3 trees in that row. And bloop, that gets 3 trees in that column. And hey, I only need a corner to finish this up. I mean, not that it matters because they are doing their last turn. Hey, they're all blues. So they just get a 4-point thing. I remember they go to the first one they can reach if they are tied, which they were in this case. So I guess I'm going for the red. What the heck did reds want? Oh, right. Trees in the diagonal with them. I mean, I could flip my cat, but that seems like a dumb thing to do. And also, these tiles will persist going into the next round. So I like that they're still bad for the bot. unless they flip another 4 and get rid of them all. Now remember, they flipped all their fireflies, so this would have been their last round for me anyway, but now I'm going to get the 2-point bonus. So here would get me 4 points. Here would get me 4 points. Here would get me 2 points. I didn't get it internal, where it would have been worth a lot more. Should I put it with the jack-o'-lantern to have it be part of the same group? Yeah, I guess I will, because you do want to sometimes have your tiles be near each other so that you have more options, because they're going to stick around, and I'll have these like sort of weird empty spaces to fill. Okay, so that round is done. So now we do our scoring for round 1. I've got 2 separate groups of jacks for 9. Got a single sad witch for 4. No orbs at all. A single heart for 4 with the diagonals. And for the trees, I think I did really well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just 5. You don't count the tree under your cat, by the way, for those tree goals. So 5 times 2 is 10, and I finished. So that is 29. Then the bot is a lot simpler. It is 16, 23, 27. Cool, so I came out ahead. By the way, what I do, I don't write the separate scores for the bot. I find it a little bit faster. I just write what they have over here and then discard all of these because they just keep on scoring them. It doesn't really matter. And now to close out the round, I can, if I want, move my cat to a new tree space, so abandoning my old tree. And the main reason to do that, of course, is to give yourself more flexibility for playing more greens. So like, what if I go here? I still have a decent number of shapes. Well, actually, that's pretty terrible. I don't want to leave that. What if I go here? That would still give me a lot of room to play witches, I think. And then I discard, or actually put back in the supply, because you never saw these ones. I discard all of the trees that were here, but I maintain, knock that jack a little bit. I maintain the other shapes, and we go to round 2, where we can go 5 by 5 with our shapes. And for the bot, I take all of their fireflies, I randomize them in, and this time I remove 2, leaving them with 6. Okay, and they have the first turn. Beauty. They can only get a blue, because they only got a 2. So, yeah, I don't want to remove... Well, I guess they'll get the free chance to remove them. So maybe... I don't really want that heart. Maybe I flip now to get rid of all of them and get a fresh set, and then I can try to grab the nastiest thing that they have near them. Yeah, let's do that. So remember, I can't bring my cat out of hiding until I take... Oh, this is not good. Until I take a tree turn. All right. So they're definitely going to get that witch hat no matter what. But what I'm thinking is I can grab this witch hat. That way, no matter what number they get, 1 through 4, they're going to only move 1, and then I'll have time to get this witch hat as well. Okay, so let's get the little L-shaped piece here. And maybe, what if I do it like this? I am locking myself in for my horizontals, but I've definitely got 3 trees already. I've got my heart working for diagonals, and I've still got room for more witches' hats without too much trouble. All right, then we know what the bot is going for. Yep, they would move 3, but they just want the witch. Fine by me. Now, they're pretty unlikely to get that one, but I still want it, so I think that's okay. And I think I have to go for this shape. I can't imagine I can make that work very well. Maybe like boop, 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 boop. Oh, then I'm leaving a 1 there. I don't like doing that. What if I reversed it and did it like that? Oh, it's still a 1. So either way, I'm leaving myself in kind of an awkward position. I could just get the 4 straight down. What if I did that? Yeah, it's probably better in the end. And I've got 3 trees in a row. I've got another tree that my heart likes. Oh man, I wish that I could put one here. Well, no. We'll go for this diagonal for the heart and just try to score that way. But yeah, now I've left myself, I think, more outs for shapes, maybe. And I can still fit in one more witch's hat if needed. All right, and they are doing a 2. Oh, so they're just taking a heart for 5. That's fine. So, I could take a tree turn now. That seems like maybe a bad idea. I will say I have a beautiful spot for this blue right here, see? I could do the corner. I mean, I'm not filling things as quickly, but that would be worth 8 points because it's got itself and all 3 other types. It's literally the max that one could be worth. So maybe, by the way, I guess I've already locked myself into the 5 by 5. Maybe I want to do that. How many spots will that leave left to fill? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a random one. Whereas if I could do this and then like that, I could theoretically finish in 3 rounds. which is worth 4 points. But I kind of want to take a tree turn to get my power back. Oh, there's also the blue over here that I could put like that. It would achieve the exact same thing, kind of. And it would get another tree for the red to be worth 6. Yeah, sure. Okay, we'll do that. So I'm taking that for that shape. All right. Oh, by the way, I do have this jack part of a like really big group, but it's okay as long as it doesn't connect to that one or anything. All right, I imagine they're going to deal new tiles unless I'm lucky. Nope. All right, so they will get new stuff, but at least that means I'll have some new options as well. Oh, there's a jack for them. And another jack. And ooh, one witch's hat at the end. I should have a little time. All right, so they're going 3, but they're just going to go 1. Yeah, so if I grab the jack, I should have time to grab the witch. Do I have anywhere to put it, though? That's the problem. The witch I actually have a perfect spot for. With the 2x2 square, it could go right there. What would I do with the jack? If I did that shape, then I'll leave myself with nothing. Yeah, so maybe I just let him get the jack, I guess. Oh, but also, the witch is worth like so fewer points to me because I've gotten my first 3 of a kind, which is 18. So the new one will only be worth 4, whereas the jack would bump me up to a third group, which would be worth 15. So 6 more points for the jack. It's kind of like the first one's 4, the next one's 5, then 6, then 7. So each one is worth a little bit more. But I guess the witch will be worth more later when I get other ones. I don't know. I wish I had not flipped already now that I'm looking at things. All right, I'll grab the witch's hat and do the... So I have to put her here or here. Either way, I'm not going to get 3 trees in a row. But I guess if I go here, I'm guaranteeing 3 trees in a row there. All right, boop, boop, boop. There we go. And all right. Oh, they got it too. They're actually not getting the jack yet. I still don't know if I can get it anymore. But that's kind of cool. So they just went there and got the heart. Yeah, I can't fit that anywhere. So I might as well take the tree turn now, right? Because I don't necessarily care at the moment. And then I can put a blue corner like that. It's probably the best I'm going to get. So sure, I'll take a tree turn and only place a single one. You can do 1 through 3. And then I get to flip over, but that's my entire turn, which sucks. Okay, and then they, are going to get the jack, obviously. And then I'll take this little dude to end it on my last turn. And definitely... Yeah, that's 6 points. So I guess that's 6 no matter what. So do I care about being here or here? If I put it here, I'll get another row of 3 trees. Or if I put it here, then I only get 4 points for it, but I get another row of trees. I guess it works out the same, doesn't it? So sure, we'll do that. I guess I'm also expanding the groups that Jack is in, so like a little bit more in danger of stuff being messed up. But that's okay. All right, so how we looking? Jack's is the same, just 9. Witch's Hats is way better. It's 18 for the first triple plus 4, so 22. Very nice. And Orbs, this one's worth the max 8, and this one is worth 6, so 14. And then my 1 heart is 2, 4, 6, or 2, 4, so 6. And trees, 1, no, 2, 3, 4, no, 5, 6, definitely not, 7. 14 points, and I did finish the grid for 4, so that is 79. That seems super good. Let's see what their new total is. So they got the 27 from last time, and now it's 8, 22, 32, 36 is 63. I must have messed up somewhere, right? Yeah, okay. I thought so. This was 69, but I'm still ahead. I'm ahead by 2 round 1 and ahead by 6 round 2. Usually in some of my other games, I was actually behind round 2. Maybe I should have played on level 4, but I don't think so. It's kind of scary. All right, now I get to move my cat. I mean, any row or column. Let's see. This is impossible to fill unless I go like a corner and then that. So I feel like I should go like that or that and just leave myself kind of a spot to fill it. That would be pretty restrictive. I could also do like that. I just want to leave myself some spot to get some more hats as well. I'm thinking I'll expand probably this way so that this does not just become nightmare fuel for forever. And then maybe that way for the upper quadrant. So which one's more annoying to fill? I feel like that's the more annoying shape to fill, right? Although I really am limiting my hat placement, but we'll try that for now. All right, and going into round 3, now we use all of the fireflies. Whoops. And I would love if they got a 2 here. It's not going to happen probably, but it would be nice. Oh, I can get rid of these and just carry over the score from last time. And yep. So they're clearing these. Don't give them a witch in the first 3 tiles. That's good. That's mediocre. That's worse. Great. Oh my gosh. Jack-o'-lanterns for days. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we can clear it quickly. All right, so yeah, they're going for this witch. Oh, geez, they could get another one, so I guess I should go for that. Oh, and that actually works out for the spot I left myself. Beauty. Remember this dumb thing? It's like it was meant to be. Okay, so we're almost, what was the plan? We're pretty much certainly going, wait, did I? I did have 5 columns last time. Yeah, okay. I guess they were just all trees. So yeah, I think we're probably going there. I guess we could go like that. And definitely trying to go up that way, I think. Just trying to figure out like 3 trees. So we could get 3 trees there or there. So maybe put the witch here, but then 3 trees is impossible there. Okay, I guess I'll leave the... Oh, no, I can't put it there. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll put 3 tree there. Because I also don't want to make this jack-o'-lantern group too large, so that it'll be harder to put other jacks down. And all right, there we go. Oh, I could have used my cat flip to get rid of all of these, but I don't really want to. Okay, so they're going for that jack. Shoot. Actually, maybe I should, because it is going to cost them points. But no, if I can use the jack-o'-lanterns, then I guess it's okay. And that one would fit very well on my left side. Sure, let's get that. I'm thinking right here. Now, I don't want it to be part of the same group, so that would be good. Then I'm pretty much locking it out. By the way, I'm not paying attention to other things. I guess my red's not looking too great with how I'm building things right now, since I put a hat right in the way of it. But this blue has a minimum of 6 points. That one's already maxed out at 8, so that's cool at least. All right, clearly he's going to get that. Unless he flips a 4, and then he would get nothing, right? Okay, so let's see if I can fit this one. Yeah, actually, I can very nicely. Look, if I do boop, right, because that's the max of my height. Yeah, you don't need to use these, by the way, but they help. So I don't want to put it there to be part of the same group. But this tree line is definitely going to be 3 very easily, so sure, there seems fine. Or even what the hey, let's really isolate it over there. And jacks only become better and better as you place more of them, so this is not necessarily bad for me. Now, I'm clearly going to have to take a... Oh, I got an entire row here. Or I could have done an entire row there. But yeah, I'm clearly going to have to take a tree turn. There's no way that this is going to fill happily with 4. Well, we'll see what happens. And actually, this is pretty messy, too. Okay. It doesn't matter what number they flip. I just hope it's a low number. 3. Oh, well, because they're going to get rid of that. Heart, fine. Ooh. Ooh, yay! They don't get anything that's worth a lot of... Oh, what the heck? Okay, none of us get a lot of things. Well, I mean, this is better for me, honestly, because the worst they're going to get is 5 points each round. Let's see, is there any good red placement I can do right here? If I did, like, the T for this one here, and, like, put it there, that would give me a guaranteed 6 points minimum. That's not too bad. Or I could do the 4 line. I'm looking at this one over here, but yeah, that wouldn't really score me points in any good capacity no matter what. Now, if I do the T, I am locking that out, but that was never going to get filled anyway. I'll have to take a tree turn and do some of these random things in any case. So sure, I'll take the heart that's in front of them. That way, if I get lucky and they pull a 2, they'll only get 4 points. And that was what I wanted, right? Yeah. Okay, and then boop, boop, boop. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely locking myself out of getting 3 trees in some places, though, but so it goes. Although, if I can get like a 4 line there and put whatever tile it is there, that'll get me 6 points from trees, which is great. All right, help me out. Pull a 2. That was stupid. I'll take it. All right, what can I do? I mean, none of these will fit for larger P. Actually, that one would. Would it be any good, though? Oh, you know what? It would. I'm looking. I can put it like there. And then if I take my tree turn and go there, I still have those there. Because that would get me 8, right? That would get me 8. Although I guess I would be locking that out to only 1 tree, and I'd be putting too many trees there. I guess I could also go like that. That kind of does the same thing. Well, no, because that's not 8, but that is 8. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. That also guarantees the 3 tree point thing for that. So yeah, just have a tree turn and a 3x1, and I should be good. So we'll just hope that their points are as low as possible, because I don't think I'm doing much. Oh, I forgot there was a 1. Well, I guess I get that. So they're almost certainly going to flip next turn. What should I do? The shape I want is there, but I can't do anything with it yet. I could get another blue to be worth 8, and then flip to make the shape good. Yeah, let's do it. So I'll take this. I'm going to flip my cat to hidden to use that shape. and this, right? So that's worth another 8. Seems reasonable to me. And then we'll take a tree turn in a second to finish. So we're just hoping that whatever they're about to flip is not insane. So they're ditching that. I mean, with a 4, I'm just going to assume that it's going to be a witch's hat. And it is. Yep. Although, ooh, am I going to end the round early? That's great. Yeah, because they go and get that, but then they have 1 left, but they ain't never going to get it. Never going to get it, never going to get it. I'm going to finish it immediately. I mean, that was fabulous. That has locked them out of, 4, 5, 6, probably 7 or 8 points. And sorry, that was my tree turn. I got to fill 3 spots. That is the max. They can go wherever you want. And we're done. Yeah, I think I got them with that. So maybe I could have done level 4 here. But let's see how things turned out. So I got 4 separate. I mean, there's a giant group with that, Jack. But that and that and that are all separate. So that's 4 groups for 22. Love it. Witch's hats was also pretty nice. I got a full set of 3 plus 2 more, so 28. Really love it. My blues got kind of crazy. So that one's 6. But all 3 of these can each use the same set. So that's 24 plus 6, 30. How did blues become my highest score? Orbs, that's crazy. And then hearts, so that would be 6, and that would be 6, so that one's 6. This one's terrible. Oh, I guess it's also 6 or 4. So 12, that's not too bad. And then trees, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yeah, I mean, you got to kind of work hard not to get the bonus with that goal. All right. I think I counted it right this time. 118. And then what are they adding on? 16. Well, we'll just make that 20. 34, 44. 44 would be 107. Whoa! I cooked them this time. I mean, yeah, we don't need to total it up because I won by 2, and then 6 more, and then 11 more. 216 to 197. I'm just thinking, if they had had this one, they would have gotten 1 more point for every heart, 1 more point for every orb, which, how much would that have added up to? Because you got to remember, like, let's say they got 1 heart and 1 orb in round 1. It's not 1 point more for each of them. It's 6 points more for each of them because it's compounding every round. But I don't know, I might have won on difficulty 4. That's awesome. But there you go. That was Wispwood's solo mode. And what do I think of this one? Man, I think it's great. Like, it is a very simple tile placement polyomino game. It's very straightforward, very easy to teach. My kids caught on to it immediately. And here's the thing, I think this is worth saying. I don't usually like tile placement games that much, and I don't usually like polyomino games that much, especially ones that lean towards more complicated. But this one is just so breezy and quick to play that I've had no problem with it. I've really enjoyed it, and so has my family. So what's going on that I enjoy here? First of all, I love the combination of tiles you're placing and polyominoes with the flexibility to change those polyomino shapes however you want, to wrap them around, rotate them and stuff, and also to place the tile anywhere in there. I think that adds a little extra nuance and fun in sort of combo thoughts for your tactics and strategy of placement. That is really neat, and I haven't seen that exact thing done before. And then on top of that, I love that the trees clear, but the tiles stay. So you're really building for the long haul and trying to adjust things to maximize your score. But also you got to consider, like, where am I going to leave myself spots to fill for the next round? So I think everything going on with the placement, with the polyominoes, combined with the mix of permanent and temporary tiles is just really clever for a simple rule set. And then on top of that, the variety in the cards is nice. Now, they do tend to do a similar kind of thing, like the witch's hats, again, are just kind of based on where your cat is all the time. The pumpkins get pretty diverse. The tree ones are sometimes easier or harder to score, but I think they do give a slightly different puzzle each game, and certainly I find myself going more for some types of wisps than other ones in games, although often you kind of end up splashing a bit into everything, because like if you're only going for pumpkins, your opponents are going to grab pumpkins away from you. So things tend to naturally diversify in the games I've played. I also think the option to flip your cat to get new tiles or to get any shape you want is an interesting little wrinkle in the system. And then deciding when to take those tree turns to fill in your awkward gaps, but also get your ability to flip back again. That's also a really cool element. So I don't know. I don't really have anything negative to say about the game. I guess the most negative thing I have, which is again not much of a negative, is that the solo mode is swingier than the multiplayer game, because, if a ton of the things that score the highest value come out for them, then they're just going to naturally score more points. You saw if they happen to get those high numbers at the right time, they're going to flip new tiles and then get first choice, first crack at the best ones. Although sometimes that helps you too, because they're clearing out the tiles earlier than they might be cleared otherwise and saving you the choice to maybe flip your cat over to clear the things out early. But yeah, sometimes the bot tends to score a little bit higher or lower, although it's been pretty consistent in my games. I do feel like maybe they need a level 5 if luck goes your way, unless I'm misplaying something here. And there is also, to be fair, a little bit of luck in the multiplayer game as well, especially when you do take one of those actions to get rid of all the tiles. Like if the exact tile you want that can score you the most points happens to land on the exact shape that you need, then, that's going to be good for you and you're going to get a few more points. Although really in the end, usually the difference between a really good tile for you and a really bad tile is 3 or 4 points maybe. So it's not like it's going to blow open the entire game because you got lucky once. Yeah, Wispwood is fast to play, it's fun, it's a cool riff on tile laying and polyominoes. The little 3D cats are friggin' adorable. Everyone I've played with has really enjoyed seeing them. So this is not one that I expected to enjoy as much as I do, but I think it's great. And I think it'd be cool. I don't know if this game will get the kind of support other Czech Game Edition games do, but if they had an expansion that had more of these cards, or hey, added, a fifth tile type or a fourth round, kind of do a Galaxy Trucker expansion sort of thing here and just make the game go longer if you're really a veteran of it, I'd be totally down for that. So that was Wispwood. Hope you all enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. And a special thank you to our biggest Patreon supporters, J. William F., Steve Wren, KCW, Andrew R., and Chris C. We'll see you at the next stop.